Traffic is flowing in at a decent pace. Disney's Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World. Currently Saturday, March, I forgot the date again. You know what the date is?
March 20th.
March 20th, 2021. And you are appropriately dressed the part for a little Hollywood Studios. When was the last time that you were here? This is my friend Natalie, by the way, from Southern California.
I think 2016.
Welcome, everyone. Adam the Woo here. Friend Natalie visiting. If you have not seen Toy Story Land, you have not seen Galaxy's Edge and the likes of all that.
No.
It's going to be good. We got our piping hot caffeinated beverages on the way in. We're going to head in there. Inviting you to join me.
Shall you?
When everything is said and done down the road, this will be the tram route once again. So I always like to walk along, well, you can see tower over there, but I always like to walk along the previous tram route because this is kind of historic times that you can do this, because usually you would not, it would be frowned upon to walk through here. Current time is about 9:45, give or take. Rope drop was at 9, so showing up fashionably late. Well, you're dressed very fashionably. I am dressed.
Are you just very fashionably too?
I don't think so. You were saying you wanted to do tower first?
Yeah.
So we're gonna drop in to the day. So we'll head over that way and then head up down Hollywood and then over through Sunset and go on tower first to get a little wake up. I mean, this could wake you up, but in all reality, that right there is the real wake up call. Even right here at opening, after checking the app, it is a 55-minute wait. So we're gonna go over here and just see if that is correct, and maybe even do a little rock and roller coaster while we're over in this section as well. It has just been extended to 60 minutes and goes all the way up here near the Phantasm. Been waiting about a half hour already. You can kind of see it peeking up over there. And I have never noticed here amongst the foliage is this little timepiece. It's like a sundial, and it says minutes from this point, 45 from this point. So yeah, waiting a while right off the bat. Now heading to the service elevator that way through the little catacombs here. I mean, it's a different franchise, but you can almost picture like Freddy Krueger down here in the boiler room. It's totally unrelated, because Freddy Krueger liked to reside down in a boiler room. See, these are the boilers. You getting a little nervous, a little excited?
I'm so excited.
I just don't want to go up to the 13th floor. I don't think there is a 13th floor here. A lot of hotels don't have 13 floors. Oh no, it only goes to 12. Where it starts to start really feeling the vibes that we're about to go up to the top floor, plummet down. Starting to get that knot in my stomach.
See, I'm starting to get like all the butterflies.
Yeah. Arrived at the fork in the road almost. It said you can go that way. Please use both sides, that direction or that direction. Now the exit is here. I'm not going to the exit, but I am following this line up to the service elevator. You can faintly read it, but this says GE, General Electric right here. I never noticed that little inscription. You can see some of the heat permeate. It's just fake heat. It's not real heat, but there is like a heat lamp like theming down here. It took just about an hour, give or take an hour, before we're going in. This hook reminds me of when Stallone put the villain, impaled the villain in the movie Cobra. We got a little bit of a lightning storm, and there's some ghosts. Hold on. Oh my God, we're going up. Oh, we're going up. Oh. It's bright out there. Oh, hello, there's the sun. Back up. I don't know where we're going. I can't see anything. Oh my gosh, is there going to be another one? What's going on? Oh, who is that right there? What is that thing? It's like some kind of ghoul. I don't know what that was. I never noticed that before. What the heck?
Thanks for dropping in, folks. Check out us to your left.
I was not prepared for when they were going to take the photo. I Wazowski'd myself. with my camera. And look behind the counter here, this creepy doll up there next to the luggage. Oh, hello there. I love all the merchandise they have here. Enjoy your stay. And here's Mickey looking very, very, very frightened. And since we're in this area, gonna do Rock and Roller Coaster next. However, the line does not start here. It goes almost over near the amphitheater where the Beauty and Beast show usually is. Getting some deja vu vibes going on right now. That is the line for Tower, and this is the line for Rockin'. So the same general area, stretches all the way over here. It states that it's an hour. So let you know when we get to the front. And since it's uncommon to be over in this section from the perspective of the amphitheater there, waiting in the queue, I have never noticed this little room up here with the stairwell to the top and the little glass windows. You know, Tower is right over there in perspective, and that would be the little archway leading up to the Hollywood Hills. Yeah, I've never noticed this little room up there. Well, from this point, it took about 45 minutes, so a little less than what they estimated. Oh, there it is, stretch limo. Just got some backstage passes, row number 11.
I'm like nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
It says detour ahead, all lanes open, so floor it.
Floor it.
Okay, they're not doing the countdown. You should have a countdown happening. There's no countdown. I think they're just going to shoot it off. It's not actually.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
I don't think it's going to be a countdown.
We're just going to go?
3, 2, hold on. Success, made it. Now just heading up, exit through the gift shop. And there's a bunch of little hidden Mickeys here along the wall. See the hidden Mickeys right there on the lights? Kind of see them? Sitting at the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, and they're not doing a show. However, they have reopened the little amphitheater section here for a relaxation station. Got a Mickey pretzel. Almost, when I was like trying to like kind of teeter it this way, it almost fell out of the package. If it would have fallen on the ground, that would not have been good. Also got the cheddar cheese sauce here, which is kind of, I can't tell if it's warm or not when it's sitting on my leg, but I think it might be. Yeah, it's warm. I can feel the warmth. Whoop, no, dang it.
Cheese sauce down.
It's usually like one of the best spots for the show. You're sitting up here, it's kind of like the VIP section.
Gotta head down Grand Avenue now and into Galaxy's Edge through that little portal over there into Star Wars land. I always remember when this was Streets of America. I always affectionately call this land Batu East in comparison to Batu West, which is on the West Coast, obviously. This is a little X-Wing here. What's your first thoughts?
It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. All the detail and everything.
Earlier this morning you can see the timestamp there, 7 a.m. I attempted to get a boarding pass for later in the day, and they were all booked up, even at a few moments, a few seconds after the 7 a.m. attempt to get on the virtual queue. So it's about time. It's almost 1 p.m. We're going to try to attempt the virtual queue for the second time of the day. And we didn't have luck the first time, but a few minutes till we'll be able to attempt number 2. These things go very, very quickly, just like reservations. Also, there's some sort of creature. Did you hear like a noise in here too?
Yeah.
I heard some kind of like a gurgling, like an alien around through here. Yeah, the park is full at 35% capacity. It's very difficult to even get a reservation during spring break, March of 2021. But I hope we can get into Rise.
I have all my fingers crossed, just in case.
Now, previously, the marketplace queue stretched down this way, and they had a relaxation station kind of tucked away in this little rock formation. They have removed the relaxation station and made that now the queue to get into the marketplace. So a few changes have happened since the last time I was out here. Oh, we got a Sprite droid making its way through. I've seen, I'm familiar with the Coca-Cola droids. This is the Sprite droid right there, going to quench some thirsts. The Sprite droid. Certainly, it's gotten a lot busier, as the months go on through the course of when it opened back in July until now. Keep in mind, this is still 35% capacity. Reservations filled up. good news and bad news. Got in with the reservation, a boarding group at group 155, but it's stating it's going to be 5 or 6 hours from right now, so it might not happen before close, but nonetheless, I have procured a reservation, which I can't say for, you know, everyone else. Some people did not get it. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I managed to make it work. Right there, got it. One step closer to maybe going into Rise. That's a long way off though. The park might close before we get in there, but at least we got one. They're making the announcement right now, and the troopers out to make sure that no one starts any problems. Placed a mobile order for a Ronto wrap here at Ronto Roasters. You see, not the only one. There's a lot of announcements. We just made one announcement. This is another announcement. What happened? This droid, well obviously now this is not the droid I'm looking for. I'm looking for a droid that is going to be doing a little cooking and preparing my order right here underneath the pod. This is a pod racing engine. There it goes. Giving it a little gusto there. Just heating it up. That right there just cooked. This is what we're dealing with. 2 Ronto wraps, a little slaw, and a little sausage, a little pita. And there's a table over here. Let's grab this table. Grab this table. Are you grabbing that table? Oh, okay, cool. We got it. Thank you. All right. No one else is using this. So I'm going to get this little section here. We got the table.
I don't know what the other kind of meat is. Can you taste what the other kind of meat is?
Maybe like turkey or something?
I think it's turkey.
It's really good. I like the slaw.
90-minute wait time from this point. Oh yeah, at least I got myself a piping hot caffeinated beverage. Cheers. Piping hot caffeinated and bubble. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. I've been waiting and standing right here underneath Woody's cap. Hello there, Woody. Still got a little bit of a ways to go, however, before getting on board to the coaster. Oh yeah, incoming. I didn't realize this till now, but up at the top where the unloading section is a thing called Dash and Dodge, a mega coaster set, which is the layout of Slinky Dog Dash, which is very interesting. And there's Slinky Dog right there. So far been in the queue, well, been in line for about 70 minutes. I really want to know where the shark is though. I've never seen a shark on this. I want to see a shark. Incoming, this is our vehicle. I believe we got the 3rd from the last row. Keep an eye out for the shark. The shark. Let me know. I have my glasses. Yes, put them on. Here we go. We're going. Okay, it takes off quick. It takes off very, very quick. Into the briskness. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's very good. Yes. Oh man, I love it. Doesn't seem like much from the outside. Oh, once you're on it, oh wow. All right. Whoa, they got the, oh, there's Galaxy's Edge. Oh, that's a, oh, gosh, I think I left my stomach back there. Oh, there's Tower. There's Tower over there. Oh, Chinese Theater. Oh, going around the corner here. Here we go. Going in. Whoa! Photo. For no real reason, we're taking the Skyliner over to the station. Even though we parked here in this parking lot, I'm going to take the Skyliner over and then back just for the heck of it. This kind of shows the amount of vehicles that are here. You know, for spring break, quite a few, more than there has been in recent weeks and months, I'd say. There's a real beehive of activity. Not full capacity, 35%, but you get an example of how many people are in there. That's just cars, not even resort guests and those who took other transportation in. It is currently 5:23. You can see it's going to be cutting it really close. 145 minutes, group 155. They're only on group 117. Park closes at 8. So that's why we're just trying to. What do you think of your first sky ride?
This is pretty exciting.
Well, it's called a Skyliner. Oh, we stopped. We're right here. So what's going to happen is, if we get stopped here, behind you there is a ladder there, and that's the escape plan.
Okay.
I have been up here. There's been times I've been up here for a good portion of time, but it always gets moving again. Sometimes it slows down, but usually just keeps on moving along. Just on moving along. We got one station here. You can go over to Pop Century, which is this direction, or you can go that direction towards Epcot, or we can go back, get back on another, and then kind of circle back around back to the studios.
Back to the studios.
So what you want to do?
Down.
All right, gonna reboard back over to Hollywood Studios. Let the adventure begin. Look, there's a Skyliner right there. You can almost just classify this as an attraction all its own, like a ride. Whoa, kind of just a little bumpy going up. We didn't go too far, maybe like 700-800 yards, well, maybe more than that, a mile. I don't know the math on that, if that's 700-800 miles. But either way, well, there's 5,280 feet in a mile, and a yard is 3 feet, so that is the wind blowing through those. It sounds like this thing is haunted. You can hear the ghosts. You can almost hear like the wind is almost like a. What's that going? That's the wind. Looks as if it's not happening. The ride has gone down. It says it takes quite a while to reset. It says temporarily closed. I don't believe the boarding party is going. It's not going to happen. Sad trombone moment. It's not happening today. And just as I stated that, got this notification. Group 155. Unfortunately, we're unable to accommodate your group. The attraction has reached capacity for today. So kind of a makeshift way, won a lottery of sorts to get the boarding party, but it just wasn't meant to be. And with that, that's going to do it for today. There will be other times. There will be other rises of the resistance in your future.
Rise another day.
We will be ready for another day, another time. Didn't get to 7 a.m., got to 1, didn't work out, but did a heck of a lot of other things, including Tower, Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah.
What else?
Rock and roller coaster.
We did rockin'. We got a lot of food.
Yeah.
Lots of other stuff. It's all in the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video of the vlog. It's cold. You cold? You stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. The vlog is over.